Yip Yip Aliens are perfect for little things like chapsticks, maybe a lip gloss, and they are just the perfect size. You can make them longer, you can make them a little bit bigger at the opening, because they're highly customizable, and you can add a keychain to make it into a keychain, and that's how it looks. So let's get started. I used a 4-weight yarn acrylic for these two, but I will be showing using acrylic and cotton blend. So that's a fine yarn, and I doubled it to make it a little bit thicker, and we'll start with a slip knot. And I'm using a thinner hook than the recommended. Usually for acrylic yarn 5.5 is recommended, but I go down when I'm doing amigurumi or little type of toys, so we don't have holes and they don't stretch too much. So we're doing a slip knot here, and we'll grab our eyes and we'll hold them backwards actually, and we'll start from that corner here, but the eyeballs will be in the back. And we will crochet 6 single crochets here. We need those 6 loops because we'll be working in them. And keep your tail inside your stitches so you don't have to weave in anything. Or if you leave a longer tail, you might use it as a loop too. So let's see, we got 3 so far. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do not count the one on the hook. And now we can move to the front, but we'll move there when we do our chain. So chain 6 as well. And now we'll go and we'll connect to the beginning of the row we did here, but making sure our chain stays in front of the eyes, because that's what we are doing here. We're doing that mouth opening. And we go back to the beginning and into that first stitch we have here. We'll try to go into that stitch. So if you need another hook to help yourself, there. Let me grab my hook. So I want to go into that first stitch because I counted it. If I haven't counted it, then the next one will be okay. All right, I can just go just like that and do a slip stitch here. So there, we made now the mouth opening. So now we'll be working again in the back in each stitch. So chain 1 and go back into that first stitch. And then 5 stitches into the next 5 stitches, right? Because we did the first one already. So we had 6 over here in the back. And they will be tight because we're using a smaller hook with a thicker yarn. Oops, I missed this one. There is my 6th one. And then around that chain we'll do just 6 single crochets as well. We'll need 12 single crochets altogether in each round. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, 6. And we came back again to the beginning. we'll slip stitch into that first loop we have there, and then chain 1, and we'll continue with those 12 single crochets all around for about 10 rows. 10 rows here, and once you're done, you will have something like this. Let's clean up. So you end up with a tube just like that. And grabbing your hook again, you can go with a smaller hook. We're gonna go through the front loops of the body, only through the front loops, and we'll be pulling that yarn through each front loop, or even you can take 2 front loops at the same time. And we'll just close that hole here, grab them together, and when you pull, this just closes. So easy. And there. We have a nice little closure. You can pick a loop from anywhere, just close by. So you can make a little chain here. We need that closure to be really secure. So do 2 chains, pull that knot really down, and then you can go in and out a few times, just like this. So you can weave in that tail as well, go through the stitches with a thinner hook for sure, and then go in and out, just a few times, so you secure that tail. You can go back and forth into the stitches as well. And this is it. You're done. So with the rest of your yarn, you're gonna have to make a little strips of yarn at about, about 2 inches. So you cut them in 2 inches, and you'll need at least 12 because we have 12 stitches around here, but you can put more. You fold them in 2. You go into that last row before we did the closing of the end, and going into each stitch, we'll draw that loop, that folded loop of yarn, and through that loop on our hook we'll thread the ends of the yarn, and we'll have that little tassel here, a tassel or whatever you want to call this little thing, and you'll go 12 times around it or more. We have 12 stitches, so if you go into each stitch into that last row over here, you will have the end of it, and that's all. And over here I did a loop. I just folded a loop of yarn just like that, made a little knot here, and then I thread that knot through the back. Or you can use keychains as well, it will work too before you add it. And that's an easy peasy project to start. Aren't they cute? They are so adorable. Happy crocheting! Catch you in the next one. Make sure you subscribe.